My guest tonight is the co-founder of Iron Butterflies Project and the winner of the Omaze campaign in support of Next for Autism.
What I like about his level of humor is he and his writers, they're very intellectually stimulating. They have a way of making you think about things from different perspectives. I think that's what Trevor Noah brings, is a different perspective. He helps me think through an issue on a deeper level. No way! Are you kidding me? Ah! Well, how exciting! Thank you! I can't wait! Oh my God! Okay, it's gonna be so special.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Shelly Friend. Shelly Friend, welcome to the show.
Thank you so much.
You have many fans in the audience, so I'm glad you came out today. Thank you so much for being here. And congratulations.
Thank you.
Let me ask you an honest question. Did you think you would win the competition when you entered?
No.
So then why did you enter?
Because you asked me to. You looked me in the eye and you said, Shelly, this is a really important thing to do.
That's exactly what I did. That's exactly what I did.
I
only look at you when I'm looking into that camera.
I know.
It's just me and you, Shelly. It's me and you. You really have a wonderful story, and I think your story can connect to many people in different ways. You're from Austin, Texas, all right, which is one of my favorite places to visit. Do you have cowboy boots?
No.
You don't? Oh,
I'm a vegan.
I do. Oh, you're vegan? Really?
So I don't do cowboy.
Why did you become a vegan?
Well, for a variety of reasons. Health, mostly health, but also care for things that are living and love to be loved.
Oh, wow. Have you noticed the difference? Like when you became a vegan, was that a thing that you noticed in your life? You noticed the change, the health, the energy?
Yeah. A lot more energy. I feel healthier. I feel stronger. I feel like it's the right thing to do.
I feel like everyone who's a vegan also practices yoga.
Oh, how did you know?
Oh, you do? Oh, okay. What type of yoga?
Just regular yoga.
I enjoy yoga. But I like the part where you lie down at the end and close your eyes. Yeah. And then they tell you to just relax.
Shavasana. You like
Is that Shavasana? Yes. I call it a nap.
Yeah.
You have an interesting life and interesting career because in some way, shape, or form, you have always been teaching. You taught college, part-time or full-time for most of your adult life. You studied in Bulgaria. Why Bulgaria?
It was part of the Fulbright program.
Right.
In 2004, I was chosen as one of the really lucky winners, I guess. It was another lucky winner.
You just win competitions.
But anyway, I got to study and I got to be part of the Fulbright program, which is a program where you learn about culture and you get to experience the education system, the political system, the cultural system, and we got to meet people from all over Bulgaria. It was wonderful.
What would you go? Have you been back to Bulgaria?
Yes, I went back the next year. I was chosen. I guess I was lucky again. I said I never won anything, but I guess.
Shelly, I feel like there is a con that you're not telling us about.
I need to enter the lottery.
You have found a way to win every competition, and we're going to need to look into this, Shelly. You and Scott Pruitt have some shadiness in your world.
But I went back and I taught at the Fulbright International Summer Institute, where we taught educators from all over the globe.
That's really amazing.
Bulgaria.
What do you teach in intercultural communication? What do you find is important when communicating between different cultures?
Well, I started out studying intercultural communication because I had international students.
Right.
So I was in graduate school and they needed somebody to teach and they thought I could do it, and I learned from my students. And so what I learn and what I try to teach to other students is perspective taking, which is what I said in the promo take, which is what you do.
That's fascinating.
Because I have had a lot of international students.
And
what is
students
from Africa too.
Right. What is the key you find in perspective taking?
That means open your mind, open your heart, try to look at something from somebody else's viewpoint.
Right.
Even though I have not walked in your shoes, I can see the world from your eyes because of the way you write your beautiful stories and the way when you're interviewed and those kinds of things. And other students can do that as well. Other people can do that too. So it's mainly about looking at trying to have empathy.
Right.
You know, we try to teach people to be empathic, where you try to step in their shoes and see what it would look like from this angle versus this angle.
Right.
And you see a completely different thing, even though, you know, we both see this as a cup, but we both see different things when we look at it.
Right,
and it has to do with your background, your education, your economic situation, and so all the things that you talked about in your book, and all about the black tax and all that, people who don't have that experience won't know it
Right.
unless they know it, unless they're taught it or they're taught to be open-minded.
That's fascinating. The way you see things can define how you interpret it. I mean, it's very similar to Trump's hair. When you see it from the front, it really looks amazing, and then there's a spot where you
side
see it from
angle.
the back at the top, where you go like, oh, this guy's not winning. Let's talk about the Iron Butterflies Project. What is that about?
Okay, well, about a year ago, I started working with a former student of mine, and we created a writing project. It's not a for-profit project, but it's a writing project where people are writing their stories about things that they've gone through, and they have flown through, and they're becoming iron butterflies. And so we are looking at people who've had challenges in different kinds of like healthcare issues and losses. And we also have a large number of stories now about iron caterpillars. Iron caterpillars are children who have been through a lot of things and are flying through. So you are an iron caterpillar because you've been through a lot and you're flying forward beautifully.
Aww.
And but we also are doing interviews with children who have survived difficult diseases or other kinds of challenges or in the middle of things and kind of struggling, and we can learn so much from children.
When you speak to these people who write these stories, what do you find is a common thread of people who manage to overcome the adversity that may have stopped them somewhere early on in life?
Well, there seems to be family, faith, and friends, which is kind of what came out in your story as well, because you were talking about your mother's faith and the power of the women in your family.
Right, definitely.
And then you have this inner spirit. There's something inside you that made you fly forward, and that's what's happening with the children, the iron caterpillars, and the iron butterflies who are letting us write their stories.
Well, you're an amazing person, Shelley Friend. I'm so honored to have met you. Thank you for entering the competition. Thank you for winning all of them.
Thank you.
I hope you join us on the show whenever you get another chance.
Okay, thanks.
For more stories of strength and inspiration, go to www.ironbutterfliesproject.com. Shelley Friend, everybody.